Hello and welcome to Inner Thoughts. Today we have Ms. Novacosmo 2025 Melinda. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Melinda Ferguson. Your reign is Novacosmo. 2024, actually, because I got the
Oh,
honor
right.
in
Yes.
November last year. So, yes, my reign is almost coming to an end, but we're still up and running and enjoying every moment of it.
Amazing. Do you want to tell us about your pageant journey leading up to your crowning?
Oh, yes. So, my pageant journey started around this time last year when I entered my very first pageant where I met the lovely Toria at the Miss Canada pageant. And that was a lovely first glimpse at this pageant world. The pageant journey began there. Had a very good experience the first time. I didn't place. I did miraculously, unbeknownst to me, as my friends last minute decided to put their funds in that they had pledged. And I won the People's Choice Award, my very first pageant. So that was an honor and to win, to be in the top 11, because automatic got inputted into the top 11. So it was a good introduction to the pageant world. So I believe that's where I got this, or what you call it, the bug bit me, and I was addicted. So
So
then I moved
true.
on to so Victoria actually said, hey, you know what, let's try another one. So we went to Miss Galley in October of 2024. So that was my second pageant. First one was in July of 24. Then I did another one in October of 24. And we had to, in order to, again, I go to winning awards, we had to show our advocacies or different organizations that we were volunteering with, that we were interested in, and doing a lot of that. So I was all over social media posting, going to these different events, doing my thing. And unbeknownst to me, that's when I started getting noticed in the public eye. So when I had already signed up, paid my fees, looking forward to doing Galaxy, I got approached by Novacosmo. And I had to obviously put them on hold, but to see, maybe I would win Galaxy. I didn't win, but I walked away with two awards this time. I walked away with the Ms. Publicity Galaxy 2024, and I got Ms. Social Media 2024. Like I said, I was posting about everything that I was doing in the community, as that is very near and dear to my heart, supporting not just my own community, but everyone who's in need. And then in when that one was over and I didn't win the title, I then with some who I did was like, I know this is not, I can't do three in 1 year. This is unheard of. But then I talked to Victoria about it. We ran over some stuff together. And then I said, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go in and do this last pageant for the year. And I won. So this is where this crown came from. Ms. Novacosmo Worldwide. It was an international pageant. It's very unheard of to win in your first international pageant. Direct entry because I represented the beautiful twin island of Trinidad and Tobago. That's my father's birthplace. And that is my pageant story. That's where it all began. And from July, I went in with my period poverty advocacy, and I'm still up and running with all of that.
I
So
feel
there
like your
you go.
story is such a everything happens for a reason because you never would have even been introduced to Nova Cosmo if you weren't posting and stuff for Galaxy. So it was just meant to be.
Yes, yes, yes. It was meant to be. That's what the pageant director, regional director, that's what attracted her, because this particular pageant is all about women's empowerment and it's about women entrepreneurship. That is what they are standing on, and they really advocate for that. So seeing me out there doing a lot of advocacy work with different organizations attracted them. And basically, their words were, "You embody what we envision our queen to be." And that's how we want our queen to represent our system. So that, that was an honor to hear
And
that
it's
and to
yeah,
hear.
and especially with your advocacy being like period poverty, like that pageant system is about female empowerment. Like, obviously, that's for women, and a lot of the stuff you do is supporting women and just different communities, like you said. So, yeah, I mean, clearly you were the perfect face for it because you won.
Well, thank goodness, because I wasn't going to do it. So thank you for, helping me, assisting me through that process because like I was like exhausted, like, okay, I've done three. This is the third one. Like I'm done. So now
You
I
just
like,
needed that
well,
little push.
yes. And it
So,
and it paid off. So I'm
yeah,
really happy that I did it.
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, amazing. It was, yeah, good thing that you did. And so I know you have done some stuff with the crown. What other stuff do you have planned? Because I know you have exciting stuff coming up.
Yes, actually, this weekend I'm taking off. I am leaving for Europe. And I'm going to have the fun opportunity to visit a lot of different places. But the most exciting place that I'm going to be going to is Paris, France, where I'm going to be able to do a lovely photo shoot in front of the Eiffel Tower. And I'm also going to the Cannes Film Festival where I get to wear some designer. Don't know who it is yet, but I'll be taking pictures. So watch out for my on my social media for that. I'm going to be wearing some lovely designers dress, or I don't know if it's a dress, so let's just say outfit,
Hmm.
um, for the red carpet at the Cannes Film Festival. So I was like, I am overjoyed. And last night was the Met Gala Awards. So I'm watching all like how do they pose on the carpet? Like how do I pose? What am I supposed to look like? But I know they're more, they're like they do this all the time, so it's nothing for them. This will be my very first time experiencing this. So I have a bunch of nerves. I'm like trying to practice my poses in the mirror.
Honestly, a
My
lot of
walk.
times people say like having the outfit on will help, like you feel empowered and great and everything. It's like similar to when you go on a catwalk, it's like nerves, but like when you have the outfit on and you strut, it's like you're in the
Yes.
zone.
You just own it. You don't even know
Hmm.
what's happening.
Yeah, and
So
it's
I'm like,
probably gonna go by so quickly too.
yes, yes. I think you only get a few moments, right? Because they
Hmm.
have like maybe thousands of people.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah,
But
they get buried
I mean,
along.
you're living the dream. That's like one of my all-time favorite, like biggest dreams. That would be amazing. I'm so happy for you to be able to experience that. And the photo shoot in front of the Eiffel Tower is gonna look so good.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. We have other little spots, but I'll keep those a secret and I'll just post.
Yes.
Where else am I going to be in Europe?
Ooh.
You'll
And
see.
then once you come back, do you have more plans of what you're gonna do?
I'm actually going to start posting about it, but I am on a committee for um, 100 Strong. It is actually, they help, I want to say, underprivileged youth in Toronto, mainly in Toronto, and it's mainly Black youth. So they're holding a fundraising gala in August. So I am on the planning committee for that. And it will be a great opportunity to have, sponsors and other people who want to participate and come out and do this. They're basically raising funds for these youth to, put them through school and etc. So I'll have more on my social media about that, but that is the newest hot off the press that I got just recently that I'm on the planning committee for that. So that's exciting. Other opportunities that are coming up other than my big trip here, but I am planning to also be more involved with my period poverty organization. It's called Help a Girl Out. We are doing some more packing parties, sewing classes, because they do sewing classes because they produce reusable pads, especially for those who are overseas. So they actually make them. So I've been posting on social media about some of the sewing classes that have been happening throughout the GTA. They're not just in Toronto, they're in like Hamilton and Brampton. And even if you're viewing from Montreal, they have some classes out that way as well. So stay tuned because we are always looking for people to come and help out with that. We have some other things on the pipeline that I will post about coming soon in July and August. We have other little events coming up.
And then near the end of the year, you'll be giving up your title. So is the registration like open for that now?
Yes, registration is open. I am helping to recruit. So if you are interested in being Mrs. Novacosmo 2025, please hit me up. Um, we are looking, you can just represent whatever country you're from. So even if you're your parents' country, we just, we don't care as long as you have citizenship in those countries, then we are, you can represent where you're from. So registration is now open. We are looking forward. If you need more information with cost and what it all is involved, please contact me and I will provide you with all that lovely information. But we
And I
are
know you
actively recruiting.
guys, yeah, are looking for sponsors so they can reach out to either you or the company to kind of get that going if they want
Yes,
to.
I can definitely help with that. And it's going to be happening in December this year.
Mm.
And it's going to be in the lovely country of Sri Lanka. So
Oh, you're
please,
getting to do lots of traveling this year.
yes, Miss Novacosmo Worldwide,
Oh,
baby.
yeah. That's exciting
Yes,
that you've been able and are going to be doing stuff around the world because I'm sure it was kind of like knowing that it's a worldwide thing, you're like, well, what can I really do outside of Canada? But it's so great that they like gave you these opportunities to be able to actually do stuff.
absolutely, absolutely. It's like a dream come true because I love to travel. And so with having this title and being able to travel, it just went hand in hand. It's like, wow, pageantry world with my love for travel meshed together. Who could ask for anything more?
Yeah, honestly, amazing. And so, how did you initially feel like when you won?
Mm. To talk about that again, I was in shock because, like, you're in the top two, you're holding hands with the other queen, and you're just hearing, you know, you hear it says first runner up, and they called her name. So you're like, not really realizing, okay, then that's that you won, right? I'm like, yeah. She was like having to tell me that I had won because I was holding her hand. And I said, me? She's like, yes, me? Like, yes, you won. I can't believe I won. So it's like, it was a surreal experience. Like I said, barely even entered, right? Because I was like, oh no, not another one. And then to go through that process again, because, not really a disappointment because Miss Canada was a very good learning experience. And then same with Galaxy, a good learning experience. And then, so you got to see different systems of what, where they put their efforts into to make it a good experience. So it's like, okay, I found a system that aligns with my values and aligns with who I am. And I ended up, winning with them. So it's like, wow, can you imagine? Like now I can definitely speak on coming from not even knowing anything about the pageantry world to winning a crown. Like anybody would be like, some people start from when they're young and come up through the system. I'm like, I didn't even know there was pageantry in Canada. This is a first for me. So and it's only been a year I've been doing this or even knowing about pageantry. So again, what I would mention to anybody is like you have to push past your fear. You have to know, like, don't limit yourself to anything. Go in there to think that you can't win. I didn't win my first two. I didn't even really place, other than winning the People's Choice Award. I wouldn't even have placed in the Miss Canada pageant at all. There was such a tough competition there, right? And then in Galaxy as well, I didn't place. And, it all depends on what is it that they're looking for. You don't know. So you just go out there, you do your best, and you just let the cards fall where they may. Because at the end of the day, nobody can take away the experience or what you took from that. And you can always move on to another system, another organization. There's lots out there. You just have to do your research.
Yeah, there is a lot, and like you said, it was nice doing different ones because each one has its own unique things, and you see what the director prioritizes and
Yes,
what's important to them.
yes,
So, yeah, it's definitely good to kind of see what all is out there, but it's good to definitely do your research. We kind of went into a pageant blindsided a little bit, but
yes, yes. So definitely do your research. You can always ask us. I
yeah,
mean, we're not experts, but at least we have a little knowledge of what aligns more with you and it can help you if you're interested in joining the pageantry world, what to look for, what questions to ask the director before you sign up. We
yeah,
definitely can
for
help you
sure.
walk you through that process. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
And would you see yourself doing another pageant in the future?
Good question. Maybe in the future, but it's not on my horizon right now. But I'm more into wanting to assist others, be it coaching or just being a mentor. So, I mean, I had the lovely opportunity to be a mentor to some of the women that you've even interviewed, or not mentor, judge in their interview portion of their competition for the Miss Toronto pageant. So, I mean, I love that experience. So if I can be more on that side of the pageantry, then I would love to do something like that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. And I mean, I'm gonna be trying to host the Windsor pageant, and if you join, then Melinda will be your interviewing coach, so she'll be able to kind of tell you tips on how to present your answers better, make sure you're elaborating on everything. So you'll get to hear more from her if you join this Windsor pageant.
yes, yes, yes. I'm so excited and to be a part of that process for the ladies, the interview coach for sure. Because I said, oh, the one you're talking about that, it's a very short story. When during my Novacosmo pageant where we had our interviews, um, I I thought I did fairly well and all, but I was surprised when one of the queens came up to me afterwards because she had went, after everything had settled, of course, she had went to one of the judges and asked how she did and how she could improve next time. And one of the judges said to her that she should come and talk to me because,
Oh,
yes, because of the way I was very poised. I had answered the question and I sounded very confident in my answer. And I was like, me?
wow,
Right?
what a
I
compliment. That's
right?
amazing.
I was like, they pointed you to me. So I mean, yes, yes. I was shocked to hear that they had, yeah, that's what
That's
they told me, that
awesome.
they went to one of the judges and that's what the judge said. Asked me for
Oh,
tips. So I'm like, yeah, Victoria wants me to help her with her. So let's
well, clearly
let's
you're
see
good
what
at
tips and
it.
tricks
Yeah.
I can
And
help these ladies with. Yes.
yeah, of course. And on the coaching kind of topic, did you get coaching before any of your pageants?
I did. For Galaxy, I did get a walking coach because I wasn't sure, because they had different styles. Like, because
Mhm.
remember, we had fun fashion and we had just our evening gowns. So I needed to learn the difference. Like, you can watch it, but then how do you actually do it? So
Hmm.
I had gotten two coaches actually to assist me with that. And that last one also helped with the interview questions as well. So I did. And I believe that it is very important to, even if you can't afford afford it, I think it is a good thing to invest in. You can see which one, which person, and you can go through several to see which one best suits you. But I think it is a good investment to solicit a coach for runway and for your interview. Maybe there's some that can do both, that one person can help you with both. But I highly recommend getting a coach for pageantry.
Yeah, it is very common. Like I even remember in our first pageant, like hearing, I was kind of surprised hearing how many people had gotten one, but like it does seem to help. Like the people who
Yeah,
get coached, obviously it helps and they know what they're doing. They were mostly the people that ended up placing and
exactly. Exactly. So
so
you can
it
see the
is
difference
definitely
between
worth
some,
it.
but it's not always the case too, right? Because some people didn't get any coaching, but they
Hmm.
can come in and outshine
Yeah.
people. So it's really, but I still believe wholeheartedly that um, getting coached is a good thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get your
And
mentor.
what advice would you give to someone who's thinking about joining pageantry but is on the fence?
Mm, I would tell them to go for it. The sky is the limit. Do not hold back. Limiting beliefs don't get you anywhere. You always have to push past your fear. You have to do it scared. You have to do it because we don't know what the judges are thinking. We go out and we do our best. So preparation is the key. You have to be prepared, listen to your directors and whoever else is there to assist, because they have some assistants there as well. Listen to them, ask questions before you join and throughout the process. Because yes, you may not be able to afford a coach, maybe, but I would say if you have funds, invest in that, do it, because it opens up a window of opportunities. It helps build your self confidence as well, because you're putting yourself very much on display in front of all these strangers to be judged. What an experience on its own is that. So even if you walk away with nothing, you can walk away with confidence, knowing that you took a chance on yourself to
Yeah.
just do that, just to go through and step on that stage.
Which is a
You
huge
won.
accomplishment in
Yes,
itself. Like the amount of people, when you tell them that you have done pageantry or going into it, like one of the first things I feel like everyone always says is like, oh, I could never go on that stage. Like I could never do that.
yes, yes, yes. Especially if you have to go out there in a swimsuit, you're just like, you know what? I may have the cellulite, but I'm natural. This is all coming through naturally. And that's what they want to see. They're not looking at the lumps and the bumps. They want to know how confident you walk, how you present yourself is basically what they're looking for, right? So don't feel like, oh, I have this, oh, I have that. I understand everybody's self conscious about something. You just have to push past those fears, take control of those, and just go for it. The sky's the limit, because you never know, even with not winning a crown, there's other opportunities that open up with this process. So
It's so true. Like, even if you don't win, you gain so many other things. Like, even last year after my pageant, like, I was working with one of the queens for a little bit and helping her. You know, gained the opportunity of being able to hopefully host a pageant myself, like, things that never would have happened if I never joined. So, even if you don't win a title, you still gain a lot.
you gain a lot, and you gain sisters as well, because
Mhm.
like you said, if there's something that somebody else is doing, they're dragging you in to come and assist them. It's a sisterhood at the same time. So, and if you walk away with nothing, you walk away with beautiful friends, good friendships. They're always, somebody's always doing something. Fashion shows, they help you get other things, whatever else you're interested in, you let them know. This is a nice segue into anything that you're interested in, modeling, if you like doing runway, fashion shows. There's all these different opportunities that come with it, not
Yeah.
even just the fun.
And I mean, everyone is obviously different. Like, nobody's the same. So you might think like what you want to do doesn't align with anybody else, but I'm sure you're gonna find someone who has similarities to you. Like, I know. it's common like modeling is a way a lot of people go, but a lot of people don't do that, you know, they can do other stuff. A lot of us just volunteer and a lot of us get fulfilled from doing that and supporting each other, volunteering. Like you, it's just a good experience. And yeah, you just gain so much and are able to support other people.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, at the end of the day, a lot of it, because you are, and you, usually with all our pageants, they had some sort of an advocacy behind it. So you are still putting your advocacy, the organization that you're supporting, you're putting it out there. So you're not only doing it for yourself, you're also doing it for the advocacy, that organization that you're supporting. You're putting their name out there and what they're doing. So I would take yourself out of it and think about who you are representing, not just yourself.
Yeah, very true. It's not just benefiting yourself, you're helping your community, your whatever advocacy. Like some people do unknown advocacies or ones that aren't very big, and it's such a great way to have a platform and share and educate other people who might not be aware of certain things.
Mm-hmm. Right. You're giving a voice to the unvoiced. You know what I mean? The people
Ex-
who are suffering with, or that can learn something from what you do. And you never know, like people might have been looking for this avenue, and then here you come and talking about it, and you're like, oh my goodness, I was looking, my friend was going through this, and I didn't know that this was existed. So, like I said,
That's
this
so
world is
true.
so vast. It opens
Yeah.
up amazing doors. So
No, that's
I
so
would
true.
say,
Like
mhm,
a lot of people experience things and you won't even know of something in your like own community that helps with a certain issue or cause, and then you can be like, oh, well, good to know.
exactly. And then you see right there, you may not, and that's how you end up supporting each other, you know? So it's like there's so many different facets to this. It's not just putting on pretty clothes and walking on a stage and getting a crown. There's so many other opportunities that come through this pageantry world that we still haven't even broken the surface on yet.
That's
So
so true.
yeah.
Well, we're coming to an end. Is there anything you would like to add or state or bring awareness
Hmm.
to?
Definitely stay tuned. I want to just reiterate that the Novacosmo Worldwide is recruiting gals, queens for the upcoming internationals in Sri Lanka the first week of December. So anybody who's interested, please reach out and I'll be more than happy to provide you with all of the details with that. And please wish me luck as I am on my way to Europe. Um, but have a good time. I'm able to share this lovely pageant system and everything else. Hopefully, it opens up other opportunities as well. You never know, you just don't know.
Very
But
true.
there was something that I had shared. Um, I had done a talk. Somebody had invited me to the Heart of Networking. She was launching her business, and at the end, I want to say what I found helpful for me um, about this whole journey, other than building confidence and the impact that I create. Um, there was a quote that I remember I had stated, and a lot of people, as well as what I had mentioned to you before, how I have posted a lot, and they may not like my picture or they may not comment on it, but you are still making an impact because people come up to me when they see me in person and be like, I just love what you're doing. Keep it up. You're very inspiring. So I just want to say that to your audience that if there's content creators out there or people who are looking, it's not you put your stuff out there, do what you love because somebody is looking, somebody's watching, and they can definitely learn something from you.
Amazing. Yeah, so true. Like, you never know who's watching, and there's so many silent supporters out there who might not
Mhm.
say anything, like, but they see you and they're seeing you rock it. So,
They're seeing you. They're not saying anything, but they're definitely watching and they are being inspired. So definitely do you and don't hold yourself back. That's just the main thing I can always say. Don't hold yourself back. Keep it moving and do what you love.
And stay true to
Nothing will
you.
work unless you do. That's by the
Mhm.
quote by Maya Angelou.
Yes, and like stay true to you. I feel like a lot of times when people think of pageantry, they're thinking like, oh, people are looking for this exact thing. Like, no, we want uniqueness. Like, you being you and being different is what's gonna help you stand out and make people remember you and want to like you.
Yes, absolutely. So, there were moments where there was a lot of doubt, but I was reminded that I'm taking myself out of the equation and I know that I'm being inspirational to others. So I want to encourage others to do the same.
Amazing. Well, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It's
Of
been amazing.
course. And safe travels. You're gonna have so much fun. Oh my gosh.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. So thank you so
Of
much.
course. Bye, everyone.